Hello. Made it to Endwalker. This is gonna be the first dungeon of Endwalker. It's called the Tower of Zot. If you're claustrophobic, I'm sorry. We're gonna be running through all sorts of things in this one. You'll know when you know. You'll know when you see. Okay, so, I ate my food, I got my tank stance on, here's the duty information, here's my enemy list. Alright, I'm gonna grab this first pack, and again, I'm checking the mini-map to make sure that everyone's following me. I'm gonna get this guy. Bring it as far as I can. It doesn't seem like there's anything up here, but I'm just gonna go up there anyways, just in case. Okay, we're good. We got all these extra people here too helping out, that's nice. Okay, watching my health and things like that, making sure. Alpha not here. He switched to Sage. He's a Sage now. Big AoE, so being in this bigger spot's kind of nice. Not nice for them, I guess, because they didn't back up far enough, but okay. If you're running this with other people, make sure you've got space for yourself. If you're running with the NPCs, make sure you can dodge things and possibly heal yourself if you're tanking and you want to do bigger pulls. This was like just one. It was like 4 of them, but they hit kind of hard, so you gotta stagger your mitigations and things like that. I generously use clemency on myself when I'm running with the NPCs because sometimes Alphanaud's just not there with me. Okay, this thing goes out. Oh, see these? Do you see those? The sparkle, the colored things. They're lights. Yeah, so these are the bosses flying past us. Spoilers. Okay. So, at this point, we're splitting off. I don't know if anyone's ever turned around, but yeah, they're like investigating other things. If you read the dungeon text and things like that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these ones and bring it up to the next area again, per usual. I double check all the time now to make sure the enemies are following me, because it's such a drag when one of them's not. Okay, see, so it looks like this one will target a random player and then do this AoE on them. And since everyone was back there, well, except Athenian. Well, Athenian's actually back there. I'm like, are you guys gonna come over? Okay, and so it looks like it is gonna come follow me because I still have aggro on them, but you know, I try to make sure that's actually happening. Okay, then I grab this big one, and you can't move anywhere else here. Just park it right here. Tricky business. You can see that it hits kind of hard, so make sure you got your mitigations and stuff if you're tanking this. And then this, one of these little sky armor ones are gonna keep going back to a random person, so you gotta keep an eye on that. If you're not running it as tank, it can be a little tricky to do these kinds of pulls. It looks small, but like I said, these ones happen to hit really hard. Okay. Did you see how big that AoE was? It's nice to kind of keep it more like here-ish. Because if I had backed up a bit more, when it does this big AoE, I might not have had space to like dodge in the back here. So just wherever it's standing when you get to it is like a good enough spot. Otherwise, you know, if I was over here, then yeah, I'd run over all the way like over here to this side, which is fine, but I think I've gotten trapped once in a corner when I first ran it, so I kind of remember that. Just keeping it just wherever it was already standing. And again, if you don't like doing bigger pulls, you can always just take it easy. If you're new to tanking, if you're new to healing, just let the party know if you're running it with regular players. Okay, first boss. Mindruva. I'm not going to be able to pronounce all these things correctly, so I'm sorry about that ahead of time. Okay, we got Tank Buster here. Oh, and I also get a poison from it. Alpha Nod is soon at that for me, thanks. Okay, so this one's the Blizzard. And so here we got cones going out all over. So just stand inside one of the slivers. We're gonna have to remember these things, okay? So this one's fire. Fire is the donut AoE. So you gotta go towards the boss. Okay, the next one's thunder. Okay. So these AoEs drop and they extend outwards from the boss. Okay, looks like it's in the cardinals. So like this. So you want to stand in the inner cardinals. Inner cardinals. Or just far out like that. So it is like a T shape. Okay, so and it spreads out. Okay, now boil 3. Look how big this cleave is. Okay. So you don't want to get caught in that one. How did I get a stat? I think I was probably standing. Yeah. Okay. I was accidentally. I got hit by one of these AoEs over here. Like it happened pretty fast. See, the first one is in the center. So you gotta back up. But I got hit with that one. Yeah, I got hit with the one in the center. So I took some damage and I got a bone sack up. And then I had to move for this one, this next one. So I moved up a little bit. My bad, I looked away for a moment. So yeah, we want to avoid this one. And then immediately after, it's the transmute fire. So the boss is going to, like, there's this orb right here in front of it. And there's kind of this, whatever, totem thing. Okay. It's doing fire. Oh, yeah. So transmuting fire, and then now she's casting thunder. So the thunder one is the one that like goes outside, okay? And then the fire one is the one that is the donut AoE. And so we need to run towards this little, whatever this thing is called, this totem thingy, because like this orb that she sent has like this spell, and then when it hits this thing, that's when the spell's gonna go off. But we also gotta watch out for all that thunder. Okay, look, it's still like coming over here. But stand in the donut, and you have to wait for it to explode. If you walk out of it, you're gonna get hit. Let me go back. Okay. After this boil thing, behold our ingenious magics. Okay. Transmute fire 3. So she does this, she has this orb. It's doing that, okay. So you have fire. Okay. Oh, okay. There's actually a different thing. Okay, so transmute fire 3. Okay, that's the donut. That's the donut AoE. And the transmute part is the totem thing. Okay. So after she transmutes her fire in this orb. Okay. She now has this thing called fire alchemy. And I believe she targets a random person and then attacks them with it. Looks like she attacked Estinian with that. Yeah, so he takes some damage there. Okay. Pretty sure that's what happened. Because she will, like, send random attacks at people. What is this? Is that just Estinian's regular move? Oh, yeah. See? At this point, when she's doing the fire thing, she turned her hitbox facing him. So she's gonna target a random player. Oh yeah, Shadow of the Dragon. Okay, so that little marker was Estinian's thing, but the fire thingy, just regular fire. Right. Oh, we're picking this apart. Okay, the orb's out, and then she's got fire alchemy, Minutia, fire, points at a random person, and is gonna hit them with a thing, and then, okay, and then this orb with fire 3 is going to the totem whatever thing. And that one's gonna do, this is the one that's gonna do the donut, okay? And then the boss is doing Thunder 3. Okay, so that's the one where it's the cardinals of AoE going out. And you want to stand in a clear spot so you don't get hit. Okay, there's a lot happening real quick. All this stuff is gonna build on top of each other later in the dungeon, which is why I'm spending like a lot of time picking at it right now. So we run towards, okay, well, while you're running, you want to avoid these AoEs of the thunder thing, and you'll notice that they're kind of different sizes. Yeah. Okay. When they pop up, and then you can clearly see there's a donut here. You might not have enough time if you only run here as soon as you see the donut, so you gotta be a little more proactive about it. Okay. And then once you run into the donut, make sure you're not standing in the center because the thunder thing was like heading that way. Okay, so make sure you stay inside for the explosion. Okay, bio, we got the tank buster. Oh, remember I got poison from this, and you can assume that. Okay, Drupad, this one is going to attack everybody but the tank. And look at the party over here. It gave all of them a thing. So Alphinaud got frostbite. Estinian got a burn. Let's see here. And then Alice is getting this electrocution thing. Okay. So during the tank buster, I got a poison thing. Okay, but then she will also give everybody else just random debuffs, and those do damage over time. Whoa! Look at Estinian jumping up here. So you gotta watch out for that and like heal up for it. Okay, now transmute Blizzard 3. So transmute means she's gonna send it somewhere. Blizzard 3 is the one where it's like the cones of ice and things that you have to stand in between the sliver. Dance until death claims you. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then she had the thing called, it was called Ice Academy. As soon as she does the transmute thing, she also gets her thingy called Ice Academy. Or just whatever. The other one was like flame something. And it looks like she's gonna looks like she's turned this way now, so she's probably gonna hit Alphinaud, okay? And then we also got this orb here going. This is the blizzard one, remember? and then the totem's over here. So this thing's gonna go over here, and then this is probably gonna do the cones of ice, and then in between all this, she's gonna hit some random person, and then afterwards do the bio 3 one. Okay, so let's usually that real quick. There was a frostbite thing on Alphanon. Okay, her ice alchemy thing. She does. He had frostbite on him for a moment. I'm spending too much time on this. Long guides, you guys. Okay. Oh. It was just because his debuff before was ice. Okay, frostbite. But I definitely saw the transmute thing. And she got the ice thingy. I won't keep an eye on it, but let's just move on because I'm pausing it too much. Okay. Oh, there's another orb. There's another orb. Wait a minute. Right. Okay. So, the Menusa Blizzard, okay? I'm hyper-focusing on the wrong things here. I'm hyper-focusing on all the things, actually. Transmute Blizzard. Okay, so the first orb, we're sending it out. Okay, so that one goes there. And then the next one, what was it? Transmute Blizzard, That one goes out. Okay, Transmute Bio. 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I thought she was just gonna straight up do the thing, but because the transmute thing is right there, that means she's gonna send the orb, and then it's gonna do that big old cleave. Okay, so this one is gonna be the blizzard, and then this one is gonna go over here and do the bio one, which is the cleave thing. Okay, and then she is just regular casting Thunder 3, not the transmute one. So right here is gonna do the same thing, the T shape, okay, of thunder stuff. Okay, so this is spraying. So that means this is gonna have the cone thing, and then this one's gonna have a cleave. So I see Alphanon and Snean running that way, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go over there. While I'm running over there, I clearly need to dodge these things. It looks like I got hit with one of those thunder things because I'm always in the center of the boss, and I got hit with the center one, and I got a wall stack. Okay, so I run over there. I'm gonna wait for this thing to explode. Okay, and then I go over here, getting out of the bio one. Okay. Drupad. Okay, this is the one where it gives everybody else a debuff. Okay, Alphanon got burned, Isnian got frost, and then Alice got the electrocution, and then I'm gonna get the bio thing, tank buster, so I'm gonna get poisoned. Okay, so now we all got these dots on us. But there we go, you can Asuna. Okay, transmute fire. So we're gonna get the donut AoE afar for this one, and then transmute blizzard. So we're gonna get the cone thingy, the cones everywhere, and then we got a straight up bio right now. So we gotta wait for this to go off, and then go to the donut AoE, and then immediately after dodge this one. Straight up got hit with stuff. What did I get hit with? I didn't make it into... Yeah, it looks like I didn't make it into the donut fast. Oh my poor little ghost. Yeah, so I got Von Stack, and then the fire hits for 14k. Okay, so that's like almost half of some of their health. So you don't want to get hit with that. Okay, immediately after we dodged the ice stuff. Drupad, okay. Debuffs on other people. Bio, Tank Buster, and Poison on me. They're all just dots. Ooh, my health goes pretty low. Like I said, I'm generous with the clemency on myself. Transmute Thunder 3. So she would send this orb out, and then it would do the T-shaped thing wherever else. Then Transmute Fire 3 is the donut one, okay? But we took care of the boss. For now. Spoilers! Yeah, so those things just repeat. The biggest thing to remember there is to know what mechanic will go off based on the name. The bio, the blizzard, the fire, the thunder, okay? And if it has a 3 after it, or if it is just a regular one, because they mean different things. Okay. Alright, so for this set of ads, you can't really go anywhere. This thingy doesn't open yet, so just park it here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go back real quick. Because remember that time I was like finagling with whether Astinian got hit with this thing or not? It was like one of the first ones. And it might have just been that I got hit with it as the tank. But he was just staying too close because he's melee and a dragoon. Right? Okay, transmute fire. She sends it far away, and transmute fire. Yeah, wait, she's facing him though. Why? And yeah, it goes on him. It doesn't go on me for some reason. And that was like the only time we saw that. Because then later, I was like, does it happen again? Sends the orb out, transmute bio, See thunder, okay. So it looks like sometimes she'll do the single version, but it wasn't on me, which is interesting. Okay. Okay. Where were we? We're like here. Interesting. So when we take care of the ads, the door quote opens. I just wanted to look at kind of the design on the thing. Oof. Okay, here we go. We're going into this tunnel of whatever this thing is. Ugh. I'm pulling the ones in the hallway into this bigger area. I'll just park it right here. You can't really go anywhere else until the door opens. So yeah, I've noticed that the Endwalker ones, they definitely paste it differently. Like I did notice for the Shadowbringers one, they paste the dungeon so you can't do like super extreme pulls. Yeah, it's a bit better balanced. But that also makes it so sometimes it will take a little longer. And I say that only because I've run dungeons a lot, you know, so I'm like used to the mechanics and things like that now. I do remember when I first started, I was like, you guys are going way too fast, and it was just like 2 pools. And now I'm like, oh, we can go 4 pools, let's do it. So it is definitely just because of my time, all the time I've invested playing. It's nice though that you can run with NPCs. I like running with the NPCs the first time I do the dungeon, just so I can explore and stuff. I like taking a look at the environment and things like that. Not this one really though. My voice got a little loud there. I don't really like the environment here. I don't like being in this tunnel whatever thing. It looks squishy. I don't like it. Anyway, okay, we're gathering this next pack here and just parking it here. Make sure to stagger your mitigations if you're running with the NPCs. AoEs here to dodge. When I saw that, that's when I moved to the other side of the guy, and I was like, alright, I won't point this at them. Left arm slash. Wow. His arms are boosted. Oh, how so dramatic. Wow. He's gonna tell his story to everyone else in the break room. It's great. Okay. Next boss. Sandruva. Okay. I just know her as the tall one, okay? Alright, we got a tank buster here. Ooh, that hits hard. Okay, this Property City? I might not have pronounced that correctly, but yes, okay, so this one is gonna target random people with a long line AoE. This will happen multiple times, so dodge it, okay? Looks like it's gonna target everybody with a line AoE, so make sure you can dodge where people are at. Okay, this Menusa Berserk. We got these orbs everywhere. The spheres, okay? Berserker spheres. If you get hit with them, a thingy's gonna happen. So what you want to do is stand. Okay, see, so you see this 1, 2 here, 1, 2 like this. Basically, you want to go to the opposite side of the single one. Okay, so there's nothing right here, and so that the clear area is going to be the opposite of this. So we're all over here and up against the wall. That's the clear spot. Now, because I'm with the NPCs, I'm gonna go. I think later I stand in it so we can see what happens. Okay, so this Prokamya City. Okay, melee, AoE right there. So you want get out of it. Oh, I ran out all the way across. Okay, stop. Oh, we are all gonna get this debuff called stop. It's green. Okay, and there you can't. I turned off the thingy where you see everyone else's numbers, but it staggers, and so see I am frozen first. Temporal displacement. So I lose the green stop thing, and I get the temporal displacement, and now I'm just standing still. And because I'm standing still, I'm going to get hit with this AoE that gets targeted on me. Everyone else needs to just dodge that. Once mine goes off, someone else's green debuff turns into the red one. So now Alice can't move, and the thing is on her. So everyone else dodges, okay? So now Alice is fine, and it's Estinian's turn to be frozen. And then he gets hit with his thing. This is unavoidable. Okay, and then it's Alphonse's turn. So you basically just have to dodge other people's thing, and then healers will heal up for it. Okay. Confuse. We get confused, okay? So they turn into dolls. Okay. And then we also illusionary, I'm not sure. And then confused and unable to actually perceive surroundings. Okay, so now we got clones everywhere, and they all have the same names. And it also has this lock thing on the enemy bar. So you'll notice a lot of them are dancing. The one that you need to find is the one that's not doing anything. Okay. So let's take a look at that again. This one is doing the Power Rangers fighting thingy, the emote, okay. This one's doing the orb emote you get from the people, the turtles in the sea, okay. This one is doing I forget what the name of the dance is. And this one's doing also the slappy whatever emote you get at the Mughal thing, okay. And then this one, what was this one doing? Oh, this one is doing hum, okay. So they're all basically moving though, but this one just standing still is the actual boss. So we want to stand behind the boss. Oh, who is she? That was the name of the video. Okay, we stand behind the boss, and then we see this thing, the Berserk Spheres, like we saw before, okay? And wherever the boss is standing is going to be the opposite side of the explosion thing I mentioned earlier. So we have to stand behind her, up against the wall. Up against the wall. So that's how you deal with that. Okay, and then we get out of the melee AoE. Got the Tank Buster. Okay, just gonna do the stop thing again. So one by one we're going to stop, and then get hit with the AoE. Dodge other people's. Okay, some of them were not dodging fast enough. That's fine, okay. Alice atypical. See that? Who was frozen? Alphanov was frozen. Alice is just staying there. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Wait, did I get hit too? Or was I just taking autos? Dang it. Fine. My bad, Alice. I also got hit with that. So you gotta prepare to like get out of the way from other people's. It's my turn. Confuse. Okay, so we gotta find the one that's not dancing, that's not emoting, that's not moving. They're all moving around. I noticed this one. Oh, that was a step dance. Okay, this one's not moving, so I go back here. Because it's a guide, I think this is, yeah. I'm standing in the thing, and here we go. If you stand in it, you get the Berserk debuff. This was the one that I was fussing over in, I think it was the Heroes Gauntlet. I want to know what happens if you get the berserk thing. The stack. Okay. So I'm unable to think clearly and continuously auto attack the target. So I'm standing here and I can't control my character at all. And I'm gonna get hit with that AoE. So that's what happens. Estinian also got hit because he just put his toes in there. Okay? So you gotta make sure you move out of the way. I get a Vuln stack if you stand in that. Okay. And then we got a tank buster. Sometimes you just gotta know, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I am pausing here for a moment because I was waiting for my mitigation to come back because I, you know, like to do bigger pools, and I was like, okay, I got 6 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go grab this and then I'll use that mitigation up there. I also got my Paladin Holy Sheltron, so I was like, this should be fine. This one is gonna do a long AoE, so when you're running up, you gotta be careful and go off to the side so you don't get hit with this line AoE. Also, these things, you gotta really keep track of whether they're with you or not. Okay, this next pool is a little difficult, and I didn't even use my mitigation. Okay, watch out for the long AoE, alright? Look at this! Okay, now I used my mitigation too late. I was hoping to get all the way over here, but it's okay. Because I wiped, all of my mitigation, all my things reset. So that's gonna make it a little bit easier. The pools here do hit kind of hard. And I think you can actually do a very big continuous pool, but I stop at the second pool because they hit so hard. So I'm gonna grab these and I'm gonna go up here. Watch out for this line AoE though. You can go off to the side. Look at these little wheels. Okay, so he targets me. I'm making sure everything's with me. Watch out for the AoE again. I'm gonna grab these big ones. Looks like, yeah, looks like our health is going down, but it's fine. Just bear with it. I got my invulnerability up. It's a little spicy, it's fine. Clemencying myself. Okay, see, there are actually ads up here. I'm not sure, but I think you might be able to go up there right now, but I don't recommend it. Because my health is already going down really bad, because these things hit very hard. Watch out for these AoEs here. It might be hard to see because these ads are so big. So, I'll move your camera around. You got line AoE. Okay, now we're gonna go up. I didn't see anything like stopping us from going all the way up here, but I think it would just be death, you know? As you try to go, you'll probably just die. So if you manage to do this entire pool, cool. But I split it up, like the first two and then this one. I pick up this one, watch out for this, and then I go all the way up here. Okay, here, I notice this one's turned yellow, so I turn around, gotta make sure I pick it up. You know, because the NPCs, like, pick one, and then they all attack it, and then I lose aggro on the thing. So, and then they don't run it to me, it's a whole thing. Okay, I notice here, Alphana and Alice are further back. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that in mind as I do this pool. And my health goes down very quickly. Are you alright? I'm okay, thanks. I don't have my invuln anymore, so I really have to pay attention to all these AoEs, whether I'm gonna have to heal myself or not. My MP is going down because I'm using Clemency and these other magic things so much. Okay, watch out for AoEs everywhere. Underneath the big guys. See, I tried using Clemency and I didn't have any more MP. So, I'm just hoping Alphana keeps me alive. Okay, watch out for the AoEs. So in the design, I mean, it's pretty... They do make the pools a little bit smaller in some places, but then they give you nice pools like this where it's a little spicy. Makes you really challenge yourself once you get a taste for these types of pools. So yeah, it's nice. Okay, again, watch out for the AoEs. Yeah, I try to keep most of them pointing away from people, but as you can see, it's like these big ones. This Colossus is the one that does the line AoE. Tricky business though if it targets like other people, but try your best. At this point, I was like, oh my god, did I just die? I thought I was alive, but it was just a cutscene. Oh, you know what? I'm remembering now from way back when. It could be, okay, right before the cutscene went. There's this thing on the side. These things. These like tube things that detach. I don't know if you saw that. Is it important? It's important for my curiosity. So, right as it, okay, see, it detaches. So I'm thinking now, it might be that from this pool, after we destroy the very first two, this one here, I think there actually might be some little like ropes here that you can't go across. And so you could pull everything from the beginning, and then this, and then go up here. I think that seems like what I've seen before, but then you can't go ahead. So you could do 3, and then just take this last set as a smaller pull, something like that. Anyway, let's go to the final boss. I'm just going based off memory though. But as you saw, the first two were kinda hit hard, so you know, do what you will. Okay, so this boss is actually gonna be all the sisters. Okay, so this one's Cinderuva. The other two that we fought are gonna show up. Okay, Samsara is the raid wife. To mitigate for that. Face the full wrath of the magus. Okay. So see, we got the other sisters here. This was the first one. This is the one throwing debuffs all over the place and magic stuffs. And then this one was the one that was dancing. Had dancing clones, and then like would have line AoEs on this, okay? So we want to focus on this main, this one, Cinderuva, okay? And take her down first, because apparently she can revive the other ones. So we want to take this one down first. And so here, the attack they're doing, Minduva is doing delta attack, okay? So that's thingy. And then she says, you know, send me your strength, okay? And then she's like, okay, yeah, I'll give you some help. And then this one is like, wealth be upon you, okay? So this one is like helping out. So they're all basically just doing stuff together. They're boosting each other up, okay? See, they're sending whatever. Okay, and then, remember, did you see that? The little orb? She sent a little orb, and then this one does... I'm getting too excited. This one does a move called Reflect, okay? And now, this one sends some stuff. And then this one sends the orb. Remember, sending the orb moves things? Okay. Now, the tell here. Thunderous tempest smite our foe. Thunder. What was the thunder one before? It was the AoEs, the T-shaped AoEs that were going all over the place, okay? So, that's what we're gonna see. All over the place. We got AoEs all over the place, and then we also have these line AoEs, okay, from her, all over the place. So dodge the thunder thingies and dodge the line AoEs going off the stage, across all over the stage, okay? Lots to dodge here. Yeah, I know. I would say make sure to keep track of the line AoEs as like the main thing, and then get into the spots of out of the spots of the circle ones. I got hit with one. Typical. It happens really fast. So you're just constantly moving around here. They are going in a certain sequence. But yeah, so she had, like, you know, we saw before. Okay, so there's this one, and then it's this one, then this one, and then it's like it just spreads out like that, you know. And then these were going out like this kind of thing, and then we got these random bigger ones, whatever, and then we got these line AoEs. So if you can notice the pattern really quickly, that will be helpful. But if you can't, just try your best to get into any clear spot. Or follow the NPCs. Not Alice though. Usually Estinian or Alphanaut are pretty good at doing mechanics. Alice, not always. Okay. But, so we get a stack marker at some point, so we gotta gather all together in the center here. And take the stack together. Okay. Okay, so sometimes she will come running up. That's fine. Okay, we got a tank buster. Again, we want to focus on Cinderuva, okay, the sister, because we want to take her down first, or else if we take on any other one, then they can come back to life. Okay, at this time, okay, yes. The tall one is doing this. Is it Tava City? That was the tank buster, so that's what's happening to me. And then Minduruva is doing Drupad, which is the one that gives other people debuffs. Okay, remember? So I'm gonna get this tank buster on me, and then the other people in the group, there we go. Burn, frost, electrocution, okay? And then I got hit with my tank buster. Okay, my tank buster happens, and the debuffs happen at the same time. So, and that was a 7,000. Okay. So gotta keep track of these things if you're healing up, you know. Okay. There was something. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Mindruva, she does that single one, the fire one that I kept going back to. Look at her. Look at her. Look at. She's looking at somebody. She's gonna do the fire at them. Who takes it? Okay. Well, while that's happening, the tall one is doing the Praptiside. This is the line AOE. Okay, so she talks to a random person, does a line AOE on them. Okay. Also, it looks like Alphana took extra hit, so I think he's the one that got hit with the fire thing. Also, yeah, it kind of looks like she might be looking this way, and he's right there. Okay, and then this one, Cinderuva, the one that we are targeting, Samsara, that one's gonna be the raid wipe. Oh, okay. The tall one is doing the thing where she's targeting everybody, just like she did during her fight. Okay, so you gotta watch out for those AoEs. Actually, looks like she just did it twice. Is it? Right? Tank Buster and then the debuff situation. Tall one targets Alice, okay. Okay, and then she targets Estinian, okay. Then we have that raid bite at the same time. Okay, so she just targets 2 of them. Alphana's having a little trouble back there because he got hit with that fire, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is the one where they all do the thingy together. This one's doing the main attack. This one's doing a boost, whatever. This one's doing a reflect, which means it's going to send it all over the place. None of this really matters, just know that it's going to be a big attack, but, you know, if you break it down, that's kind of what their names of the things are saying. Okay, and then we gotta wait for this thing. Okay, insatiable flame, consume our foe. So this thing is gonna have some fire in it, and then she's gonna reflect it all over the place. Okay, so this is the donut. The donut AoE, okay? Gotta get into the donut. Okay, immediately after the donut, we get the line AoE from the tall sister. So stand in the donut, wait for it to go, and then get out of the way. Okay, lots of line AoEs out here now. And then we go to the another donut. We got these stack markers. Wait for the donut to go off, and then run out so you don't hit other people. Alpha not got hit. Let's go back and just watch that. Okay, they're doing their thingy. This is gonna be the big one. Yeah, it will hurt Estinian if we don't dodge things, yeah. Okay, it's the fire one, the donut AoE, go inside, be ready to move. When it goes off, watch out for all the other line AoEs, and then go into the next donut thing. Prepare to move when the donut goes off. Oh, you know what? It's because Alphanod, I saw him. He ran out a little too fast, it looks like. I think he was trying to spread from everyone else, but he ran out when the thing was going off, and so he gets hit. Right? Yeah, his health was like okay. Yeah, his health was fine, but because he ran outside, he gets hit with a thing, and then we all get hit with our AoE thing. He might have been standing with a little too close to everyone else. So, yeah. Since I was there next to her, I decided to attack her a little. But focus on this one, okay? Okay, now I got Tank Buster. Tank Buster coming from the tall one, and then the first shorter one is doing the droop pad thing. Okay, so we gotta get the debuffs on everyone else. The dots. Okay, and then we got the line AoEs from the tall one. And then the main one is doing the raid wide, the Samsara. Ooh, did you see this one like threw something over? Yeah, man, use some Blizzard. She's probably throwing stuff at random people. See the single ones? Yeah. So, you're wondering why some people are getting random damage. Okay, so she just threw at him. He didn't take damage, but still. Like, a lot's happening here. And if you dodge stuff but you still get hit, it might be because this one's like throwing stuff at you. Okay? Alright, they're doing the big move again. So watch the caption thingy. Okay, glacial ice. Okay, so this is the one where it sends little cones all over the place, and you have to stand in the sliver. Okay, we got proximity marker. Looks like they're starting off by doing the cones like this. So we gotta run away from the proximity marker. But the cones are now spreading out all over. So you gotta dodge it, okay? Yeah, kind of see. Okay, and we get another proximity marker. We're dodging the cones still. Okay, oh yeah, and then ice falls down. I got hit with one. Probably. Oh wait, but I didn't get a bone stack. So, what did I get hit with? It might have just been the proximity marker. But yeah. That was a lot to dodge, I know. Tank Buster. Do I need to go over the strategy of it? Okay. I mean, I can. So, you'll notice it does one, and the second one goes outwards, okay? And then it will just like kind of fan back. And so I keep an eye on the fanning, and I move away. Like there's a bit of a pause, so I try not to stand in between all this stuff, because this one is going to start fanning out like that. So I stand on the outside first, and then it starts moving, yeah, but then I have enough time to run out of the way. And then that's it with that. Delta Blizzard is from this one. So the proximity, I was far away enough so I didn't get hit with it. Okay, so I made like an arc like this, and by the time I make it to the back, their fans of ice thingies are already kind of going the other direction. And then I wait. Watch out for these line things. And then I run towards it. And it looks like, yeah. So I get hit with this because I'm still a little too close. But it's fine. It wasn't too bad. Okay. Again, we're focusing on this Syndruvra one. Tank Buster. She threw some fire over here. And then she threw ice or electricity. Okay, see, now she's throwing fire. Okay, and then we got this line AoE. Yeah, she threw it at Alphanon. Okay, and then Samsara is gonna be the raid wide. Yeah, I helped heal Alphanon a little bit. Okay, big move again. What's this one gonna be? Thunderous Tempest, okay? It's gonna be the lightning stuff that we dodge. It's gonna be all over the place. And then we got the line AoEs. See, it came out like this, and then it's kind of moving that way. And then this one like moving off to the see? And we got the big line AoE here. So it's moving outwards here. Okay, we got the stack marker. See? The things were kind of moving out like that. You know? Okay. Stack together. Okay, okay. Alright. Took care of one sister. Okay, got a tank buster from this one. And then this one is doing the droop pad thingy, so they're gonna get their debuffs. And we're gonna go over here and take care of this one. Even though the tall one's almost down, it looks like they're all targeting this one, and so I'm just gonna go with them. This one's doing the fire thing, so it's gonna target some person, and then we got the line AoE. So I'm guessing that they were targeting this one because of all the debuffs and then the random small attacks it does on random people. Whereas this tall one does the line AoE and the tank busters. Okay, so I have noticed that when running it in Party Finder or Duty Finder, yeah, that people will target like specific sisters, and I'm like, why? But I think that's probably why, because of the type of attacks they do. You don't, it's better to get all the attacks, all the damage on the main tank than it is to have everyone else get attacked with stuff, you know? So, yeah. Wow, that was a lot. That was the first dungeon of Endwalker. Can you imagine? Well, if you watch this far, you don't have to imagine. I just showed you everything. But, yeah. That was wild. I remember going in and I was like, what the heck? This is a lot. So, I really like Endwalker though, so I hope you enjoy the story too. I also like that I was running this with the story characters. I was very like frumpy during like A Realm Reborn and Heavensward and Stormblood. When I played it, I was like, how come they're running without me? How come they're telling me to do this? And whatever. Like, I just have to do everything? What? Oh, I'm just exploring now. The guide's over, you guys. We're just chit-chatting now. But then when, like, Shadowbringers came around and I could run things with the NPC, I was like, oh, this is hella cool. And then now, like, for Endwalker, they really incorporate the NPCs into the dungeon and stuff. That was really neat. Yeah, I want to see across because you can see like the little islands and stuff, you know, from where we came from. They were Nemo fighters. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Wait, did you see the thing that I said? Off to the side? Okay, there's a sun over there. Okay, sure. But like, you can kind of see the mountains. Maybe not on this one, but like over there you can see mountains and like forest. And you can see the mountain over there and like the island, you know? Okay. Alright, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Okay, we're good. Yeah. Alright, goodbye.